gotta say this. How can you be mad at a person you don't even know his first name, because nobody has ever came up to me and asked me a question like a real intelligent person? If you have some sort of at least common sense or intelligence, ask me questions. Stop going to and from and hating me when you've never had a conversation with me. Because I'll tell you this right now, you're making yourself look less intelligent when you're attacking me without even knowing me. I just moved here 2 years ago. All I did was sit on my backpack in the scorching sun. When people stop talking, what happens? War. So because these communities and whatever, just because nobody wants to talk to me, nobody wants to step out of their skin and get the roof out of their freaking face, stand right there. I don't care if it's a circle, I don't care if it's a scattered group, I don't care if it's a single file line. All I'm asking is some sort of that. Come sit out here. Actually listen to me. Actually interpret what I am teaching unto you. And ask questions. We can't stop talking. So y'all going straight to, just because I'm a beautiful man and you could never get with, you're going straight to hurting me, harming me. It's not my problem. You can't get with a good man like me because you don't have morals. That's not my problem. That's more of a you problem. If you want to get with somebody that looks as good as me, maybe you should stop attacking people. Alright? How am I to do something? How am I to get anywhere if nobody's asking me questions? The reason why I'm still here is your fault. It's because you won't ask me questions. It's because you won't come up and say, oh, what do you need? In big amounts of money. A solar panel so I can go live, so I can ask you all these questions. Y'all want me to go live so bad. I know what you guys want from me. You want me to go live and you want to harm me while I'm live. Do what you will, but do it quickly. I'm not saying I want to be attacked. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I know what's going to happen. I know why everybody wants me to go live. I know why everybody hates me. They're not even asking questions. They're going straight to combative. They're going straight to just hating, straight to attacking me. They're not even asking questions. So now it's going to be kept on record for the sheriff's department that I haven't even talked. Nobody even knows my name and I just get attacked off the bat. Now the sheriff's department is informed and keeping on record of all of that. So when something happens, I'm not going to be the one going to jail or in trouble. And all of them are subscribed to my YouTube channel. They know exactly, and they know my intentions and all. I talk to many of them. I laugh with them like a hillbilly country boy. They know I am not aggressive. They know that I'm getting attacked because I let them know it's specifically LGBTQ community. I said, oh, okay, yeah, have a nice day. Try to make a false call. Call them up. Yep. Already settled there. It's like, I heard you were yelling at cars. It's called preaching. Oh, you're just preaching? All right, have a nice day. Yeah, we need to start talking. We need to start talking. How can we get anywhere if y'all aren't asking me questions? How do you know if I'm crazy or not if none of you talks to me? Anybody. I don't care if it's the sheriff's department, police department. I don't care if it's the citizens. I don't care if it's, people who hate me. Come ask me questions. And then you can say you can hate me or something. You can't say it because you've never talked to me. And last thing before I get back into the scriptures, the Bible says you are to love your enemies like your brothers and sisters. Why? Everybody deserves a chance to be heard. Everybody deserves a chance to go to heaven. Everybody deserves a chance to change your life. He didn't say only a few. He said all. He sent out to save all, if he can. If you don't listen, it's not on me. It's not on him, because he tried to get to you. Every single person will hear Jesus' name by the end of life. That's how you answer the call. Alright, I'm trying as hard as I can. This is the second day. And I kept eating the samples the other day. I ran out. Eventually, I saved the rest for the night because nobody wanted to try them. Nobody trusts me or something. I'll tell y'all what's in it, so y'all know exactly what's in it. Y'all can lab test it and everything. I don't give a dang. But don't say I'm liable if you get sick because, well, it's not my food that did it to you. I'll tell you what's in it. Actually, while we're looking at it, there is. Let's get a good. All right. Obviously, minced garlic. I added last after I cooked it all in the morning. I just mixed it. And what's in it is there is a hint of kidney beans because I cooked it after I cooked the kidney beans. But you won't taste the kidney beans at all. It's just a little, drop or two. There is garlic powder and olive oil and tahini. The lime tahini. That's all that's in it. Plus the minced garlic. That's all that's in it. Now, if I can get if I can record somebody taking a sample and trying it, I could probably make more and sell it. Probably. And then I'd make money that way. If not, it's up to you if you want to see me here for the rest of your lives. This is your opportunity to watch me grow into something. You know what I'm saying? This is your opportunity to give me a chance. This is for you. This is not for me. I don't care about my financial situation. I don't care about it at all. This is for you guys. Y'all need to learn how to trust people. I've been here for 2 years. Y'all know me, and y'all know my heart, and y'all know my mind. Y'all want me to sell you bread? Then come try some. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Anyway, now to the scripture. All right. Hebrew servants. If you buy a Hebrew servant, he is to serve you for 6 years. But in the 7th year, he shall go free without paying anything. If he comes alone, he is to go free alone. But if he has a wife when he comes, she is to go with him. If his master gives him a wife, as she bears him sons or daughters, the woman and her children shall belong to her master, and only the man shall go free. But if the servant declares, I love my master and my wife and my children and do not want to go free, then his master must take him before the judges. He shall take him to the door or the doorpost and pierce his ear with an awl. Then he will be his servant for life. If a man sells his daughter as a servant, she is not to go free as male servants do. If she does not please the master who has selected her for himself, he must let her be redeemed. He has no right to sell her to foreigners because he has broken faith with her. If he selects her for his son, he must grant her the rights of a daughter. If he marries another woman, he must not deprive the first of her food, clothing, and marital rights. If he does not provide her with these three things, she is to go free without any payment of money. Personal injuries. Anyone who strikes a person with a fatal blow is to be put to death. However, if it is not done intentionally, but God lets it happen, they are to flee from the place I will That just makes me realize something. That's why I'm still safe. I've left every single city I've been attacked in. But if anyone schemes and kills someone deliberately, that person is to be taken from my altar and put to death. Anyone who attacks their father or mother is to be put to death. Anyone who kidnaps someone is to be put to death. Whether the victim has been sold or is still in the kidnapper's possession. Anyone who cures their father or mother is to be put. Anyone who curses their father and mother is to be put to death. If people quarrel and one person hits another with a stone or with their fist and the victim does not die, but is confined to bed, the one who struck the blow will not be held liable if the other can get up and walk around outside with a staff. However, guilty party must pay injured person for any loss of time and see that the victim is completely healed. Anyone who beats their male or female slave with a rod must be punished. If the slave dies as a direct result. But they are not to be punished if the slave recovers after a day or two, since a slave is their property. If people are fighting and hit a pregnant woman and she gives birth prematurely, but there is no serious injury, the offender must be fined whatever the woman's husband demands the court allows. But if there is serious injury, you are to take life for life. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burn for burn, wound for wound, bruise for bruise. All owner who hits male or female slave in the eye and destroys it must let the slave go free to compensate for the eye. And an owner who knocks out a tooth of a male or female slave must let their slave go free and compensate for the tooth. But if a bull gores a man or a woman to death, the bull is to be stoned to death, and its meat must not be eaten. But the owner of the bull will not be held responsible. If, however, the bull has had the habitat of goring and the owner has been warned but has not kept it penned up, and it kills a man or a woman, the bull is to be stoned to death, and its owner is also to be put to death. See, this is why I don't like, well, I ain't gonna say that. However, if payment is demanded, the owner may redeem his life by the payment of whatever is demanded. This law also applies to the bull gores a son or a daughter. If the bull gores a male or female slave, the owner must pay 30 shekels of silver and the master of the slave, and the bull is to be stoned to death. If anyone uncovers a pit or digs one and falls to cover it, and an ox or a donkey falls into it, the one who opened the pit must pay the owner for the loss and take the dead animal in exchange. If anyone's bull injures someone else's bull and it dies, the two parties are to sell the live one and divide both the money and the dead animal equally. However, if it is known that the bull had the habitat of goring, yet the owner did not keep it penned up, the owner must pay animal for animal and take dead animal in exchange. That just reminds me of the kind of world we live in. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm not liable for y'all's mistakes. I'm not liable for y'all's mistakes. So if you don't take my word, don't blame me. Don't blame me. That's basically like the same example. I'm not liable, basically. Protection of property. Ugh. We need to hear this now, don't we? Whoever steals an ox or a sheep and slaughters it or sells it must pay back 5 head of cattle for the ox and 4 sheep for the sheep. If a thief is caught breaking in the night and is struck with a fatal blow, the defender is not guilty of bloodshed. But if it happens after sunrise, the defender is guilty of bloodshed. Anyone who steals must certainly make restitution, but if they have nothing, they must be sold to pay their theft. If the stolen animal is found alive in their possession, whether ox, donkey, or sheep, they must pay back double. If anyone grazes their livestock in the field or the vineyard, yes, sir. If anyone grazes their livestock in the field or the vineyard and lets them stay and graze in someone else's field, the offender must make restitution from the best of their own field or vineyard. If a fire breaks out and spreads into thorn bushes, that it burns shocks of grain or standing grain or the whole field, the one who started the fire must make restitution. If anyone gives the neighbor silver or goods for safekeeping that are stolen from their neighbor's house, the thief, if caught, must pay back double. If the thief is not found, the owner of the house must appear before the judges, and they must determine whether the owner of the house has laid hands on the other person's property. In all cases of illegal possession of an ox, a donkey, a sheep, a garment, or any lost property of which somebody says, "This is mine," both parties are to bring their cases before the judges, and the one whom the judges declare guilty must pay back double to the other. If anyone gives a donkey, an ox, a sheep, or any animal to their neighbor for safekeeping, and it dies or is injured or is taken away while no one is looking, the issue between them will be settled by taking of an oath before the Lord that the neighbor did not lay hands on the other person's property. The owner is to accept this, and no restitution is required. But if the animal was stolen from the neighbor, restitution shall be made to the owner. If it was torn to pieces by a wild animal, the neighbor shall bring the remains as evidence, and shall not be required to pay for the torn animal. If anyone borrows an animal from their neighbor, and it is injured or dies while the owner is not present, they must make restitution. But if the owner is with the animal, and the borrower will not have to pay. If the animal is hired, the money is paid for the hire covers the loss. Social responsibility. Oh. Again, I'm not liable. If a man seduces a virgin who is not pledged to be married or sleeps with her, he must pay the bride price, and she shall be his wife. If her father absolutely refuses to give her to him, he must still pay the bride price for virgins. Do not allow the sorceress to live. Anyone who has sexual relations with an animal has to be put to death. Whoever sacrifices to any god other than the Lord must be destroyed. Do not mistreat or oppress a foreigner, for you were foreigners in Egypt. Do not take advantage of the widow or the fatherless. If you do and cry out to me, I will certainly hear their cry. My anger will be aroused, and I will kill you with a sword. Your wives will become widows, and your children fatherless. If you lend money to one of my people among you who is needy, do not treat it like a business deal. Charge to interest. If you take your neighbor's cloak, it is a pledge. Return it by sunset, because that cloak is the only covering your neighbor has. What else can they sleep with? When they cry out to me, I will hear, for I am compassionate. Do not blaspheme God or curse the ruler of your people. Do not hold back offerings from your granaries for your vats. You must give me the firstborn of your sons. Do the same with your cattle and your sheep. Let them stay with the mothers for 7 days, but give them to me on the 8th day. You are to be my holy people, so do not eat the meat of an animal torn by wild beasts. Throw it to the dogs. Laws of justice and mercy. Do not spread false reports. Do not help guilty persons by being malicious witness. I'm sorry, I gotta get this off the top of my mind. The reason why the Lord says leave the baby with the mothers for 7 days is so you know how it is. The mother, the father, they play their part. The father is supposed to be, give you that essence of discipline, and the baby can't have that around off the bat. It's got to be with its mother. It's got to drink some breast milk, whatever. It's got to be incubated at least for about 7 days when it's born. Then the 8th day must be given to the Lord by the man. Can now join. And yes, that's how you make sure their intellectual is not screwed over at birth. They have to have peace before violence, so they know what to fight for. And I'm not saying that we men are bad or something like that, and we're aggressive. No, I'm just saying that's our traits. That's just how we are. We're made in God's image, are we not? But God wanted to make a helper for peace. All right. So let's stop this whole this gender does this gender does that. Play your part. Just play your part and shut it. The Bible says, it has been written, be angry, but shut your mouth. Bottle it up till the day of the coming of the Lord, when war breaks out completely and rapture happens. Anyway, laws of justice and mercy. Do not spread false reports. Do not help a guilty person by being a malicious witness. Do not follow the crowd in doing wrong. When you give testimony in a lawsuit, or do not pervert justice by siding with the crowd, and do not show favoritism to a poor person in a lawsuit. If you come across your enemy's ox or donkeys wandering off, be sure to return it. If you see a donkey of someone who hates you fallen down under its load, do not leave it there. Be sure to help them with it. Do not deny justice to your poor people in their lawsuits. Have nothing to do with a false charge, and do not put an innocent or honest person to death. So, just like that LGBTQ video I know all of you hate seeing, I'm not making a false report there. Many times, this lady has been doing the same thing, being combative, and I'm trying to tell her, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Every time she passes by, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. She kept doing it, so I made her on my channel. And no, it's not to get at anybody, it's for self-defense. Do not accept a bribe, for any bribe blinds those who see and twist the words of the innocent. Ooh, think about that. Now, if y'all are part of the community and you're listening to her, think about that. If you don't want to get cursed by God, if you don't want your good things to go away and you lose your job or become homeless or go to jail, then don't pry on the innocent. Don't accept bribes from that woman trying to tell you, oh, listen to me, don't listen to him. Be combative with him because he posted about me. I'm posting a real report. I'm not putting her on trial. I'm not taking her to court, just like the Bible says not to do. Don't make any false reports. So, do not oppress a foreigner. You yourselves know how it feels to be foreigners because you were foreigners in Egypt. Sabbath laws. Oh my gosh. Oh, how I've waited to read this part. Oh, how I've waited to read this part. I love the Sabbath laws. For 6 years you are to sow your fields and harvest the crops. But during that 7th year, let the land lie, unplowed and unused. Then the poor among your people may get food from it, and the wild animals may eat what is left. Do the same with your vineyards, with your vineyard and your olive grove. Also, people just regularly had a grove straight for olives. That's awesome. 6 days, do your work, but on the 7th day, do not work, so that your ox and your donkey may rest, so that the slave born in your household and the foreigner living among you may be refreshed. Be careful and do everything I have said to you. Do not invoke the names of other gods. Do not let them be heard on your lips. Alright, I just wanted to get through the Sabbath laws because I really love the Sabbath laws. And I wish I could keep them. I pray that I could have kept them in this life, but in this life, I can't own property and I can't grow my own crops. Because one, it's illegal to grow your own crops no more without them putting poison on it. And you can barely even own your own land, so unless if you go behind a deed that says not even the Lord can touch it, which I'm not even going to, because that does already off the bat doesn't sound right, because I love my God. I want my God to touch my land. That sounds like you're signing a contract with the you-know-who. So, that is it for today. I'm 20 minutes in. I will see y'all, probably more minutes in than that. I will see y'all in the next video.